Oh, Jesus Christ, right off the bat. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, or if this is your first time on my channel, hearing my voice and what have you, I am so sorry. You have literally just entered a dark hole of stupidity that you will probably never find your way out of, unless you smash that dislike button and block me. Just kidding, because apparently even blocking people is not enough to get them removed from recommended nowadays. I know this because I blocked a certain YouTuber because their videos are just stupid and garbagey, yet every time I log on, there they are. YouTube is fucking up, so I guess you're stuck with me. Today I am going to be telling you a little story of what happened to me before I had any clout, as the youngins say. I wasn't on YouTube, I wasn't popular, my Instagram was pretty much stuck at 200 followers, and I was just posting my own shit because I like to, not because I thought it was actually going to take off or do anything. I mean, I still do that, but you know, the fact that I have successful art and it's gained some sort of traction is great, but that was never like really the main goal for me. I just kind of fell into this whatever the fuck, which is remarkable. To start off our story, 3 years ago, I was posting my stuff irregularly, working at a haunted doll store in Washington Square Mall, and living my everyday life as a homeless adult woman. And things were mighty decent. Sure, some of my hair fell out due to stress and I gained 80 pounds, but at least I wasn't literally dead, right? Right? I continued to work my way through life, barely getting by, and for some reason I decided that year I was going to participate in Inktober. I bought myself this $2 sketchbook from Walmart, stole some Sharpies from work, and said, Shannon, you're going to do this. You're going to draw every day, and you're going to gain so many followers, and you're just going to be so happy, which is not what happened, even a little bit at all. If you are an artist who has the ability to do every day of Inktober, creating full-ass ink pieces literally every day, you are a god to me. You are an efficient bastard asshole who has abilities that are out of the human scope. You have a part of your brain that I don't currently have access to. You are organized, you are clean, you don't have to worry about getting stains on white pants. Like, you're a god tier person, and I am incredibly jealous of you. Because I literally do not understand how people can have their lives together in such a way that works out for them. But anyway, this isn't about my fascination with organized people. It's about internet Instagram beef. So let's get back to the slaughterhouse. That's not a saying. I apologize to the vegans. Because I am a lazy loaf of bread, I did what all lazy artists do during Inktober to stay on theme but also have a day off. I posted a Flashback Friday, or a Throwback Thursday, or some other time pun other day post in order to stay on theme, which is a little pro tip from me to you. If you ever want to look active on social media but don't have the time or patience to make something new for the cretins that follow you, just post old art and pretend you've just found it and say, look what I just found, throwback, and then you're fine. I have done this more times than I can count, and I will continue to do this until the day I die in a fire. So I decided to do that, and the post I chose was this year-old drawing of Elvira. Notice how I said it was a year old, because it was a year old. Have I mentioned it was a year old? Because that was its age. A year. I'm annoying. Cut to everyone roasting me, saying, you repeat yourself too much in the comments. I know, that's the point. I post it with my regular smegular tags, and I go about my daily life surrounded by prosperity and also people who are weirdly obsessed with expensive historical dolls that scare the crap out of me. You really truly don't know insanity until you hear this song.
Birthday party, slumber party, birthday party, celebrate.
On repeat. I know all the words to the American Girl musical play. I want to die. I'm working, trying to stay sane, and I get a notification from someone that commented on my picture, which was not a common occurrence at the time. Nowadays, I can post a sexy Shrek photo and get comments of the ass, but back then, I got nothing ever. And if I did get something, it was usually like a troll comment or Insta Art Hole Weekly asking me to follow them or DM them for a promo. So I was geeked out because this looked like a legitimate comment, not the kind of fake bullshit account commenting on my shit. I just thought it's all happening for me. However, the comment was just someone tagging another artist and saying, "This looks familiar," with the eye emoji, which is a very sassy and foreboding emoji. Like, I assume this is the emoji I see before God schools me and I go down to meet Satan. When I got the comment, I was of course curious, but I did see it 3 hours after it was posted. Because when you work on a mall floor, you're not allowed to have your phone. Like, I can't be behind the counter tweeting my thoughts about Debbie, the mom who just dropped her daughter off in our store and left like we're a daycare. I have to be mindful and nice about everything, even though I'm not known for doing that. So I was late to that comment because...
Birthday party, birthday party, birthday party. It's gonna be great!
my life sucked. I clicked on the person she tagged and I immediately knew shit wasn't good because I had been blocked. Like, I went to the fucking account and it was an artist who had over 500 posts, 20,000 followers, and was following like 300 people and seemed very friggin' successful, yet I was getting the whole, this person doesn't have any posts yet. So this was either the most successful ghost account I had ever seen, or I was blocked. So I was blocked. Which was fine, seeing as I didn't know this other artist, had never followed them, and had never seen any of their art before, so it wasn't like I was missing out on something. It was just fucking weird that, I don't know, this person I didn't know had me on their blocked list. Seemed fishier than a wet cooter, but whatever. Now, I'm a paranoid psycho. We all know this. So when I'm blocked by someone, I always have a friend check them out just to see why I was blocked, see if they posted anything about it. You know, paranoid psycho things. So I asked my best friend to look at their account and see if there was anything that said my name, anything I should be mindful of, anything at all. Just check that shit out and see if there's something that would explain the blockage. In my head, I know that's paranoid and I know I should just let it go, and if you're blocked, don't check people's stuff, but I'm an idiot. It makes me feel better to know if there's something or not, or if someone's talking shit behind my back. It's just helpful. I know I'm too much sometimes. So I'm expecting my friend to look into this account and find nothing, because most of the time there's nothing there. Someone just blocks me because they don't like me and it's fine. But that is not what happened this time. He goes onto the account and then I get a DM and he's like, bitch, she does not like you, which is alarming, especially from an account that is massive and has this huge platform, so I think. And I'm sitting there like, why does this person know me? Why don't they not like me? What's going on? And like, I'm kind of in a frenzy. So I'm texting him like, what is going on? But he is the slowest texter in the world. I am not kidding you. He texted me that and then took like 20 minutes to tell me what he meant. He sends me screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of her Instagram stories, and this woman has screenshotted my art from my page and posted it to her stories with my name barely cut out, and posted a full-on rant about how I was stealing her content, how I was a thief, how I was obviously inspired by her, how my style is totally ripping hers off, all this fucking shit, because she had drawn Elvira 3 days before I posted that, and I was clearly trying to replicate her. Now, I don't want to seem like, I want to seem like a bitch, because I'm pretty bitchy. So here we go. Elvira is a work in and of herself, and many people have paid homage to her over the years because she is a pop culture icon. I have been drawing Elvira since I first saw her as a child, and so has every other goth artist who has eyes, or any other artist who has like seen her, because she's a goddess, she's a queen, she's a fucking deity to every girl who loves spooky shit and horror. So the fact that this person, this fucking gremlin, who has probably a lot of nice qualities and is fine as a human being other than this one interaction that I have had with them, thought she owned the concept of drawing Elvira. That really irked me. It irked the fuck out of me. But did she stop there? No. She posted story after story about how pathetic other artists were because they copied her, and how this was plagiarism of her work, and that people like me, people who took inspiration from other artists, they were a problem because they weren't true originals like she was. Which is shocking, because you're not being original. You didn't make up Elvira. You were inspired by the same person I was. You were just as unoriginal as I was. Which also, it makes no sense that I would be inspired by her, seeing as my drawing came out a year before hers, and I had posted it previously. I just posted it again for a throwback. I just gave myself a fucking headache. She posts these stories, my friend sends them to me, and I am mostly shocked because it's so dumb. Like, I was paranoid, and I kind of low-key thought nothing would be there because in my paranoid states, I usually am wrong. But then here was this stupid bullshit, and the entire concept and idea that she was espousing that, like, I was dumb enough to steal someone who has more viewers and more success than me. Like, that bothered me, but also it just felt disrespectful to my intelligence. Logically, stealing from someone who has that many followers or like trying to reframe their art as my art is a dumb idea. But also the whole concept of you're stealing my art style, that's not a thing, like, at all. So I just thought the whole argument was so stupid that it really insulted me and it insulted my intelligence. Big time. I mean, at the end of the day, we both made something out of love and respect to our goth mom, and she turned that and made it about her, someone who I didn't fucking know and frankly could not give two fucks about because I didn't know her. For some reason though, well, not for some reason, because I do this constantly, you all just think I'm a fucking moron. I decided I was going to be mature, I was going to try and maturely handle myself and reach out to this idiot and try to reason with her and, you know, show her I wasn't trying to do anything fucked up to her, I guess. So I sent her the following email. Hey, artist who will remain nameless. I saw the stories you posted using my art and I wanted to explain myself a little bit because I think you misunderstood the situation. I was not inspired by you. I was inspired by Elvira and drew the picture over a year ago. It wasn't based on anything you had done or were doing because before this, I had never heard of you. I am sure you're a very influential artist in your own right, but I personally wouldn't have benefited from stealing from you and I wouldn't have attempted it. I drew this art with my own hands, therefore it is mine. I have nothing but respect for other artists, and I was disheartened to see someone repost my art and infer that I was pathetic, offensive, and a ripoff because I had made something similar a year before you did. It doesn't hold up to logic and very minimal thought. Even if I had been inspired by you, as an artist, you should have known that you can be inspired by other artists and still make something that's entirely your own, like I did. I was inspired by Elvira, and I made my own drawing of Elvira. Unless you have never seen any other art in your life, which I doubt, you are constantly pulling from other artists, and I think it's pretty egotistical of you to somehow assume that I got it from you. You didn't create Elvira fan art, I wasn't inspired by you, and I hope you have a great day. I know I said I was mature, but I'm also a bitch, so let's be real. In the email, I also included screenshots of what comes up when you search Elvira fan art on Google, which is just, again, me being a bitch. Surprisingly, that did not help, which led to them going off again on Instagram stories, which my friend told me about. But it wasn't anything exciting or new, and it didn't help the situation. She posted her response there though, and never emailed me back, so that was it. As it stands today, I'm actually unblocked. I don't know when that happened, I don't know what changed her mind over the couple years since this has happened, but I am very doubtful that she thought to do it before I was somewhat successful. I don't know. Whatever. So that's it. That's the story. Again, not gonna name the artist in the comments, not gonna name the artist in the video. Don't want to send any hate her way. I think it was a pretty dick-ass move. I think it was pretty rude. I think thinking that you can steal someone's art style is pretty dumb in and of itself, but then making my art about yours and not having it hold up to logic, which is like, clearly I drew her first, so if anything I should be mad at you, but I'm not mad at you, so why there we are. That's it. That's the video.